In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a complete guide for the brand new Trader Hub update. As you guys can see, the portal has opened up and we can finally go ahead and access this thing. As always, drop a like and subscribe if you guys are going to find this video helpful. Anyways, let's get straight into this. So first things first, starting off with our Trader Troy friend right here. As you guys can see, we have a bunch of new rewards that you can actually go ahead and get from this guy. So if we go ahead and speak to him right now, check this out guys, we now have a bunch of new streaks. So previously you could only get to streak number 12, but now we have streak number 17, streak number 25, 35, 50, and that is going to be the final streak. We also have a bunch of new pets and a bunch of new seeds that you can obtain from this event. Unfortunately, there is no new egg or seed pack like we did think there was going to be, but there is still a bunch of new pets. Once again, we're going to come back to these pets in just a second, because before that I want to go ahead and talk about the portal. That's right guys, this has finally opened up. Now if this has not opened up for you guys, it's probably because you do not have enough money. So make sure you guys have at least 100 million to 1 billion shekels inside your inventory so you can actually buy access to this portal. If for some reason you still can't see the portal at all, that just means that you need to play the game just a little bit longer and get out of that tutorial phase. Once again, this is going to affect like 2% of the people watching this video. Most of you probably already see the portal right here, so let's go ahead, press E and hop inside of the brand new trading place. So you guys probably have seen leaks for this place like almost every single time, because yeah, you could publicly play this. As you guys can see, there is so many people here. It's because this is publicly available before the update has even released. It's kind of insane. But here you can go ahead and get yourself a bunch of stalls. Now stalls are going to play a huge part inside of this update. As you guys can see, currently we have 10 new stalls in the game, and you can get these by simply purchasing a container, and these are only obtainable using Robux or the new currency called tokens. Now how can you actually get this new currency called tokens? Well, it is not easy to get. I want to go ahead and make that clear for you guys. So let me go ahead and find an unclaimed booth here, and once you go ahead and press E on that, you can then go ahead and choose what stall skin you want to go ahead and use. And once you do that, as you guys can see, you can go ahead and list a bunch of things right here. So by clicking the green list button, I can go ahead and choose whatever I want to go ahead and sell, and I'm going to choose Octobloom right here, and then you can go ahead and trade it for a bunch of tokens. And this is how you can obtain tokens, or at least this is one of the ways to obtain tokens. So if I go ahead and list this up for, let's say like 10 tokens, well, there you go, that is it. Now how do you know the value of tokens? I mean, what even are tokens, and how do we know what the value of these tokens are? Well, if you go over to trade right here and then click this plus icon, as you guys can see, one token is basically equivalent to 1 Robux. So meaning guys, these tokens are basically the same as Robux, or at least the same value as Robux. So hope that kind of helps you guys with the value of this. But let's go ahead and list something up inside of my listing right here, and we're going to go ahead and list this up for about 10 Robux and then hit sell. And as you guys can see, you are going to get 9 tokens out of this, because 1 token is going to be a marketplace fee or something. I don't know bro, but let's go ahead and list it up, and as you guys can see, it has now been listed up. And that's pretty much it. That is how, as a free-to-play player, you can go ahead and get tokens. If you want to go ahead and buy tokens with Robux, you still can do that. As you guys can see, 1 token is basically worth 1 Robux. For some reason, I can buy them for 500 Robux. So I'm not sure what's going on there. It clearly says this is 1,000 Robux, but here it says 500. No idea what's going on there, but yeah, just keep in mind 1 token equals 1 Robux. Now these tokens are actually super exciting, because if we go over to the shop right here, where primarily every single thing can only be bought using Robux. As you guys can see, this chest can only be bought using Robux, but if you click on it, you can actually also buy it with tokens. So these tokens are gonna act like Robux. Obviously you can only spend them inside of Growy Garden, unlike Robux, but you can go ahead and use tokens instead of Robux to literally buy anything in the entire game. And guys, I genuinely mean anything. You can literally go to the seed shop and you can buy whatever you want from the seed shop using these brand new tokens. So for example, if I go ahead and choose something like grapeseed, I want to buy this with Robux. As you guys can see, you're gonna have the option to either buy it with Robux or use tokens to go ahead and purchase it. It is really cool, and I'm really happy to see the system in the game. Finally, free-to-play players can actually buy things that could previously only be purchased using Robux. And that's why I'm really excited excited about this update because honestly, it's a huge W for people who don't like spending Robux. Obviously, obtaining these tokens is going to be super difficult. You are going to have at least a few rare pets to actually trade with people so they give you tokens. But just know that these token system is going to help out a lot of free-to-play players. I mean, literally, you can buy anything you want using these tokens. It's incredible. But anyways, enough rambling about tokens. I think you guys kind of understand the whole premise of it. Let's go ahead and return back to our old friend Trader Troy. Because Trader Troy, as I mentioned at the start of the video, has had an expansion and he now has a bunch of new items he trades with us. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about each and every one of these seeds that has been added in this update. So unfortunately, we only got 3 seeds this update. I know, it's kind of disappointing, but I guess the main focus of this update was supposed to be this guy right here, of course, the farmer's market. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out all of these seeds right now. So our first seed is going to be unlockable at streak 17 and above, and this is going to be the coin fruit. Pretty simple looking plant, as you guys can see. This is what the coin fruit is going to look like. So let's go ahead and clean this up and collect it and see how much it actually sells for. Keep in mind these values might change as time goes on, so do keep that in mind. In the final game it might be a little bit different, but this is worth about 20,000 shekels and a slightly smaller one is worth about 20,000 shekels. So yeah, not the greatest plant ever, but yeah, it is like really easy to unlock, so explains why it isn't the best. Moving on though, next up we have the Cherry Bloom. This will be unlockable at streak 25 and above. Let's go ahead and see how good this thing actually is. And I actually got lucky and it's literally right over there, so let's go ahead and get this and see what it looks like. So here is what the Cherry Bloom is going to look like. Let's go ahead and clean this up and see how much it sells for. So honestly, a really cool looking plant. Of course, it is a one harvest only, so you only get one single harvest out of each plant. You gotta wait for it to grow back. But let's go ahead and see how much this thing sells for. And this is worth about 76,000 shekels. A slightly smaller one is probably going to be worth about 60,000 shekels. So once again, not the greatest plant ever, but honestly, it does not matter because it is so easy to get this plant. And clearly the devs aren't really focusing on plants right now. I guess they're just letting things cool down and then maybe they'll add some better plants in the future or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving on to streak number 35. This is where you're going to be able to unlock the pink side dandelion. So this is what the pink side dandelion is going to look like. Honestly, really cool looking. It kind of looks like a sunflower. I'm not gonna lie. I think they used the sunflower model for this. There's no way they didn't. Let's go ahead and collect this and see how much it sells for. So here is what the plant is gonna look like. Let's go ahead and see how much this thing is worth. And as you guys can see, this thing is worth about 200,000 shekels. Yeah, that's actually kind of insane. This plant is low-key not bad. Okay, here we have a slightly smaller one. Let's see how much this thing sells for. And this thing is gonna sell for about 159,000 shekels. I think the base price of this is going to be similar to the original sunflower, which was about 150,000 shekels. So honestly, not bad at all. If you guys manage to get yourself the pink side dandelion, it's actually a decent plant to harvest money with if you guys are, you know, low on money or something. But anyways, I know you guys don't care about the plants that much. Let's go ahead and move on to the brand new pets that we actually got in this update. And the first pet that you'll be able to unlock inside of this update is going to be the Shekling, and this is quite simple. The Shekling, when simply placed inside of your garden, is going to do one thing and one thing only, and this one thing is going to be granting you shekels per second. So as you guys can see, my Shekling gives me 1.25 shekels per second, and every 5 minutes goes to a coin fruit plant and sacrifices itself to mutate all fruits on the coin fruit with the coin mutation. This deletes the Shekling cannot be mimicked. So yeah, this is, I guess, a brand new mutation that we got in this update. In fact, I'm gonna let one of my Sheklings actually sacrifice itself, and we're gonna see how much this coin fruit mutation is actually worth. But while we wait for that, let's go ahead and move on to the next pet that we got in this update, and this is going to be the messenger pigeon. You're gonna be able to unlock this at streak 25 and above. And the messenger pigeon is quite simple. Every 4 minutes grabs a random mutation from a random fruit in your garden and delivers it to another player's fruit. Ignores favorited fruit. So I'm not sure if this pet actually duplicates the mutation or just straight up removes the mutation. I think it straight up removes the mutation from your plant and then gives it over to someone else. This, I guess, is handy if you guys are trying to transfer mutations from one plant to another plant on your alt account or something. So honestly, not bad at all. But besides that, guys, the messenger pigeon is not the best. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Right, let's go ahead and move on to our our next pet, which will be unlockable at streak 35. This is of course going to be the camel. So the camel every 10 minutes gathers 5.6 prickly type plants, forms a caravan with other camels to travel across the map, drops 1 package per fruit, so it's gonna drop 5 packages I guess, and you can collect these packages for random rewards. Rarer fruits slash better variants slash more camels gives you better rewards. So these rewards are most likely gonna consist of gears and stuff, which I guess is pretty cool. And yeah, considering how easy it is to actually get the camel, I honestly don't hate this ability. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, but that is the camel ability. We also have one more thing that I completely forgot to mention at the start of the video, and this is going to be the booth sign. So you can unlock this after streak 50 and above, as you guys can see right here. Once you guys get to streak 50, you have a 5% chance to get it, or alternatively, you can go to the shop and you can just simply go ahead and buy it. Well, you could buy it, but I think the devs changed that. Right, okay, you gotta go ahead and join the trading world, and once you guys go ahead and join the trading world, as you guys can see, you will be able to purchase the trading sign. So let's go ahead and purchase this, and basically what this thing does, as you guys can see, is let you display whatever you are selling, so you can run around the map and display whatever you're selling. You know, instead of waiting for people to come up to your stall and then looking at what you have, you can just go up to them and show them what you have for sale. Something like this, actually, check that out. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Right, here we go. The Shackling is about to sacrifice itself to one of our coin fruits, and let's see what that looks like. Right, here he comes, and he is about to sacrifice himself. No, Shackling. But anyways, let's go ahead and see how much a coin mutation is actually worth. So the coin mutation only has a ×3 multiplier, but it does look pretty cool on the coin fruit here. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but that's gonna be the brand new mutation added in this update. Not gonna lie, kind of a small update. I completely get that. No way I just got the booth sign too, bro. Alright, don't mind if I do. As I said before, not the craziest update we've ever gotten, but I'm just glad to see the trading hub finally make it into the game. Let me know what you guys think about this update in the comments down below, and hey, if you guys found this video helpful, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a bunch. I'm going to be posting a lot more guide on grow a garden in the future, so if you guys are interested in that, like and subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching. Peace out.